John experienced something over the break that I think most people have probably heard of in some variation or another. And I don't know what the fuck it's about.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
There's just been I learned a lot over the break about just a lot of different things. And at one point we were on, this must have been New Year's Eve, maybe it wasn't. It was probably after that. So let's say it was 2-3 days ago. And we were hanging out in my apartment, and some girls who I'm friendly with and some girls who I live with were all gone for a long time. And they came back in the living room, and I was like, where have you guys been? They're like, we were in the bathroom comparing nipples. And I said, what does that even mean? And they said, it is a regular thing. They were like, yeah, like girls do it in the bathroom all the time. It's just like we like compare. And we've heard a variation of that. Yeah. Nikki Glaser was on this podcast.
Nikki Glaser took it as far to compare assholes.
Yeah, they were comparing assholes. And
brave. Unless, like, if you're a hot chick and you know you got a great asshole, then fine. If you are an average person and you think you might have an average asshole, you are brave to just be like, spread them, because it could you imagine? We've referenced this before, like as bloggers, like when you think you're making a relatable joke and the whole world's like, oh, nobody else does that. And you're like, oh my God, I want to crawl in a hole and die because I'm the only person who does XYZ. If you were like, hey, your guy's asshole looks like this, and the whole gang was like, ugh, you'd have to kill yourself. You'd have to kill yourself. You can't walk around with the ugly asshole.
If I'm gonna have anything bad, I hope it's
Be the asshole.
It's an asshole.
But girls is very different. You have a bad asshole as a girl, that's bad.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
not
Mine.
great at all.
Mine. You don't see that thing a lot.
I certainly hope not.
Okay.
But
I get dressed like a little fucking girl when I'm done. Like,
but this was not the assholes, but Nikki Glaser did. This was the nipples. Which, I mean, I can understand how this does happen. If you're changing in front of each other, or you're at a bar, back in the old days, like girls are in a bodysuit or whatever, where you have to like get fully naked, so your tits are all of a sudden out, and then girls are just like nice to each other and they're curious and whatever. Oh, you got cute nipples, whatever.
They're all curious.
They're curious little cats. Curiosity killed the cat. You gotta watch out. They, I just can't think of like an equivalent. Like, I just don't think guys would ever be like, hey, let's go look at our dicks.
No, not as adults. Like if we're talking like high school, like in the showers, yeah, we'd fucking point out each other's flaws and each other's dicks all the time.
Yeah, but hockey guys are weird. Did you do it in the sense of like, we're insecure, let's compare to feel better, or was it just like, you got a weird fucking bump on your dick, and you got a weird
comparing me, like, oh, how's that one hang?
Right,
it was just like making fun.
Right.
I didn't like making fun, or complimenting. Would be like, oh, he's got a fucking
hammer on him. Yeah.
It was just really just stating obvious. It's like if you're in a room with a dick, you're gonna be like, well, I gotta comment on the dick.
Right. It's weird if I don't talk about this cock.
But it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing we should probably bring up, that like 18 of us are in here with our dicks out.
Yeah. Don't make it weird, dude. Just talk about it, okay? But I know that the girls do it. I guess it just is shocking to me how frequently it seems to be happening, where they're just like, yeah, we're comparing nipples. What the fuck's the big deal?
It was like, it was not like an hour.
And it's not a big deal. I don't care, but it's just like, oh. How often is this going on? And with how many? And you're doing it with strangers? You're doing it with friends?
They said strangers. They're like, yeah, girls in the bathroom. But I think that is some romper shit. Like
where it's like you're naked. the amount of times that girls are just fully naked in a bar is hilarious.
Get dressed in something where you were like, in order to pee, I'm gonna have to take all of this off.
All of it. But can you imagine being in public and you're out, so you're just like, your pussy's out, you're completely naked, and you're like your high heels. You have like high heels and like a choker on, and you're fucking hanging your clothes up while you sit on a public toilet. And they're just like, yeah, it was worth it. Yeah. I mean, I guess so. I don't know. Those fucking bodysuits can be pretty fucking hot.
They can be, yeah. They can be.
But girls who, if you do this amongst friends, fine. But the idea that you're out and you're at a bar and like, oh, I compare my nipples to like so many. I mean, they're all fucking lying and shady and being nasty to each other, right? So they're like,
apparently not. Apparently, women in bathrooms are all the best friends ever.
That's what I mean, though, and we know that's not how it works. We know that girls are not the best friends ever. So you know that those girls walk out and they go, "Oh my God, that girl had the worst nipples. Oh my God, those pancake nipples were disgusting. Did you see how big her areola was? Those nipples were so long." There's no way that all of a sudden girls get together and they're just Kumbaya, everyone's got great nipples. They're the most judgmental creatures on the planet.
Yeah, but guess what? I'd handle it the same way.
Sure, I'm not blaming them, but I'm just saying any girl,
I'd be like,
who's ever been,
no, you got a pretty good dick, bro.
Bro, that thing's fucking mangled. Yeah, but so I guess, and maybe I don't want to burst the bubble here. They can all just keep living their happy ignorance is bliss type lives. But if you have ever been a girl walking out of a bar being like, oh my God, I just feel like so much better. Like all the girls said I have nice nipples. They're lying. They're probably lying.
You could have good nipples.
You could,
that's a thing.
Sure, but also probably you don't, and girls are lying to you. All right, you're already laughing at one of the best clips of our shows. Now it's time for you to watch the full episode. So click here, subscribe to the full KFC radio show. You can watch entire episodes right here. You want more clips? Click here. Subscribe to both of them.
Hit the button too. Hit the bell.
Hit the bell and the button, and then the comment below.
Leave comments who else you think we should interview.
And how I'm funnier than John.
Maybe.